Hi, good morning everyone. And this is a lecture for perspectives in education for the AP DSC 2025. In perspectives in education, the Hartog Committee 1929. We are going to discuss briefly, okay, and which is going to be helpful to score good marks in your examination. So the Hartog Committee of 1929 is chaired by the Sir Philip Hartog. He is the represents a significant milestone in the development of India's educational framework during the British colonial era. So let us discuss. So Hartog Committee. So formation. It is set up by the British government under Sir Philip Hartog to review the educational progress 1902. Since 1902, what is happened, which is introduced by the colonial government. Then they reviewed the same. In order to review, this Hartog Committee got established under Sir Philip Hartog. The philosophy. What is the philosophy behind this? Emphasized quality development rather than quantity expansion of education institution. So this Hartog Committee mainly focuses on quality rather than quantity. So what is the context? So this committee established during the nationalist sentiments was growing. Okay, so in order to reform in Indian education system, this particular Hartog Committee got established. Okay, so let us discuss historical context. So pre 1902, colonial education focused on creating administrative workforce with the limited access, and 1902-1920, quantitative expansion of schools with little attention of quality or overcome. So they established n number of schools and colleges and universities, but there is no quality. In 1920, growing demand for education aligned with the Indian aspiration and national identity. So in 1920, so there is a demand for education is grown, as well as national identity also got increased. So in 1929, Hartog Committee established to address the educational quality concerns. So there is a rapid growth of education institutions are there, but the quality got decreased. So the Hartog Committee come into the picture to ensure that the quality should be there in education system. So what is the objective of this Hartog Committee? So examine the education system, then assess the students overcome, then suggest your comprehensive reforms. So there are three core objectives are there. So evaluate whether the current system met with the India's education needs. So during the British period, it is totally theoretical thing, and which is supported to the colonial government. So whether it is going to be helpful in the future or not, in order to know that, so this particular committee got introduced. Then assessment student outcome. So determine if education quality was adequate to student development, whether this particular education system is adequate or sufficient to develop the students. Okay, then suggesting comprehensive reform. So the purpose of improvement for all the educational levels, from like primary, secondary, then graduation level or university. So primary to university, there should be the suggestion is going to give in this through this particular Hartog Committee. Okay, so methodology and approach, how they collected the information, how they which method they use. First of all, they collected the information from the educational institutions, and they collected all the enrollment figure across the British India. Then they consulted the stakeholders. Here you can check the stakeholder consultation. So they interview with educators, administrators, and some Indian education leaders also. Then assessment evaluated education quality, wastage, and stagnation in the system. So they observed what is the leakages and where is the stagnant in the system. So they assess the same, and after that they review the documents, like analyze the previous education reports and policy outcomes since 1902. Then primary education recommendation. So they are given the some of the primary education recommendation. So quality over quantity. Then reduce wastage and teacher training, curriculum reforms. So quality over quantity. So they advocated improve the existing schools rather than building new ones with the limited resources. So they want to improve the quality and reduce the uh, wastages. That is the recommendation. Then they emphasize teacher training, preparation for primary school teachers to enhance the classroom effectiveness. Then they also suggested the curriculum reform, suggest the practical education rather than a theoretical one, and it should be related to the rural life and school local conditions. So second one, they recommend the recommendation for secondary education. Okay, restricted expansion. So they want to control the uh, growth and in order to maintain the quality standards. Then they introduce the modernized modernized pedagogical approaches, psychological approaches. Then diversified curricula, introduce the vocational as well as technical subjects. Then enhance the selection criteria. Only in order to get the higher education or secondary education, so there is a capable students to take the admission in order to reduce the failure rate. In the these are the recommendations of the Hartog in secondary education system. Then higher education, what they recommended. So limited admissions. They they promoted research. Then they emphasized on standards of maintenance. So limited suggested restrict university enrollment to maintain the academic standards and main graduate employment opportunity. Propose more rigorous entrance requirement to ensure the quality over quantity. So they want to take only quality or well qualified people or capable students in the university, so that they're going to produce the quality uh, persons. Then they mainly focuses on research promotion. So they recommended establishing the dedicated research departments in university, and advocated the government to great financial support for the academic research and initiative. Then standard maintenance. So emphasize consistent examination standards across the institution, suggest regular reviews of university programs and performance metrics. So they want to review and they want to consistency in the examinations across the institution. So during the British period, they established the Mumbai University, Madras University, Kolkata University. So they want to the entrance should be a few people and the quality people, and there should be a research promotion is there. Then the maintenance of the universities are strictly to be done. So these are the higher education recommendation by the Hartog Committee. Then women's education focus. So they expanded the uh, like opportunity for girls in institutions. Then specialized curriculum. So they focus mainly on women focused education content. Then they prepare more female teachers. Okay, the committee recognized women's education as a vital for social progress. However, recommendations maintain of the traditional gender roles while attempt to increase the literacy. Then technical and vocational education. So this particular Hartog uh, committee, they emphasized on blended things, technical as well as vocational training. So practical skills development, industry connections, and hands-on experience. What is practical skills of development? Recommended expanded training in trades relevant to industrial development and rural needs. Industry connections suggest the partnership with the emerging industries to ensure the relevant curriculum. Hands-on training advocate for apprenticeship models, so complement theoretical instruction. So practical skill development. So they want to expand the things related to the trade, to industrial development with the rural needs. Then industry connections. So ensure that they should be the curriculum should be matched with the industry demands. So they advocated the apprenticeship. This model come through Hartog Committee only. Then see, there is a during the Hartog Committee, they mainly focused on primary education. Okay, then secondary is a little bit strict, and higher education is only for the few people because they are standardized more. That they want quality people. Okay, so basically they stopped education system for the primary level only. So because they tightened the norms. Then positive impact of recommend. What is the positive impact? So almost 1.5 millions reduced the dropout rate. Okay, so the wastage got reduced from in 1930 to 1940, only 1.5 billions reduced. Then teacher quality, so 25% teachers quality got improved due to increasing the trained teachers following the implementation. Then they established the new 15 new research centers. Okay, so the committee focused on quality improvement, brought measurable positive changes to educational outcome across British India. Then criticism. What is the criticism is there for this particular committee? So limited educational access. So critics argued recommendations restricted to elite sections of the society rather than democratizing the same. So these people are preferred only elite people and ignore the normal people, and there is no democracy in this one. Then ignore the Indian aspirant. So they fail to address the growing national demands for education aligned with the Indian culture values. So they ignored the Indian culture values in education system. So they want to preserve the colonial perspectives. So maintain the British education policy rather than addressing India's unique education needs. So they this particular committee maintain the British education policy and not support the or not inculcate the Indian education needs. Then insufficient rural focus. So they focus mainly on urban area. So inadequate attention to the mass education to rural areas where the most Indians live. So many people live, most of the more than 78% India consists of rural area, but they ignored, they only focused on urban area. So these are the shortcomings or criticism on this particular committee. Then contemporary reactions. What is the reactions? Nationalist response. Gandhiji and other leaders criticized the elite approach and advocated for the education teaching to the mass. So because of the strict norms, whether it is secondary or higher secondary or university level, they restricted the education and they restrict the people not to enter into the higher education. So this is the nationalist responses. Then colonial administration. So officially praise the quality focused recommendation, began to implement of the selected area. So they want to give the quality education and the administration totally under colonial administration. Then educated perspective. So many teachers support quality improvements but worried about the restricted educational opportunity because of they mainly focus on quality thing, but due to which the educational opportunities were less. These are the criticism contemporary reactions during the colonial period. Then what is the relevance today this policy? Okay, like national education policy uh, echoes the Hartog focus on improving the educational quality over more expansion of institution. So NEP, National Education Policy, okay, which is the extension of Hartog things, because they have focusing on more quality rather than quantity and research promotion. So contemporary policy continue to emphasize on research capabilities, higher education institutions. So they want to see nowadays everybody want to get the research thing. So this Hartog committee is founded that one. Then modern teacher training, modern reforms still prioritizing the teacher preparation, professional development as the Hartog committee. Still we see that the teacher has to be a graduate and he should do B.Ed or D.Ed, and he has to qualify the TET or CTET, then district selection commissioning. Like that, the teacher training is the foundation given by the Hartog committee. Then access balance. Today policy seeks to balance Hartog quality concern over the broader educational access. So balance Hartog quality. So they want to give the good approach as Hartog committee. Then the elitism debate, then and now, quality versus access, then merit based selection, global competitiveness, inclusive education. So the fundamental tension between maintaining standards and providing widespread educational opportunities remain unresolved. So if your quality increasing, then access to the poor people, it is very difficult. And this particular like this is a dispute and which is not resolved till now. Merit based selection, Hartog advocacy for admitting only capable students, continuing the competitive entrance examination today because of this Hartog committee recommendations. So only capable students get the like succeed in competitive entrance examination. Still it is prevailing. Then global competitiveness. So the uh, tension between local relevance and international standard echoes Hartog colonial perspectives. Then inclusive education. So modern policies attempt to address the Hartog elite approach through reservation system and education right legislation. So they want to give the elite approach, elite people, they want to give the good education along with the through reservation. 25% in a private school for the poor people still existed. So this is a foundation given by the this one Hartog committee. Then the elitism debate is there, that particular time there, now also is there. Then historical timeline legacy. So in 1929, Hartog committee submits a recommendation to the emphasize quality over quantity in education. So in 1929, this Hartog committee submitted recommendation emphasize quality over quantity. So they more focus on quality education rather than quantity in education. And post independence education policies balance Hartog quality focus on expanding access. And if you observe in 1986, national education policy incorporated aspects of quality control over promoting the mass education. In national education policy, okay, national education policy 1986 also promoting this Hartog committee recommendations. And in NEP 2020, okay, national education policy 2020 continue to addressing the quality access balance that Hartog first highlighted. So still it is relevant. So let us see one case study about the this particular reforms. Hartog recommendation, contemporary implementation, still it is going on. Standardized examination system. So national testing agents like NTA conducting the uniform assessment, reducing emphasis on rote learning. So competency based education and assessment is there in national education policy in 2020. Quality focused evaluation, so CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation system in schools is there. Merit based advancement, so balance on merit, inclusive opportunity through reservation system. So the examination reforms come through the this particular Hartog committee. Okay, like we are running the NTA, National Testing Agency, and we are implementing NEP 2020, then CCE in the schools, and inclusive education along with the opportunities given to the reserve general people through reservation system. So conclusion, this Hartog legacy, the Hartog Committee foundation for structured educational reforms that continue to influence the modern policy. There is a structure, primary, secondary, then higher education, and the emphasis on quality is still relevant. So through balanced, broader access to the inclusion priorities in contemporary India. So let us discuss some of the points. Let us test our knowledge. So, who chaired the Hartog Committee in 1929? The Sir Philip Hartog. Okay, if somebody asks in your DSC or TET or CTET examination, who chaired the Hartog Committee of 29? This is Sir Philip Hartog, not Lord Curzon, not Macaulay, not Ripon. Okay, this particular Hartog Committee chaired by the Sir Philip Hartog. Question 2. What is the main focus of the Hartog Committee? So, expansion of examination, quality improvement in examination, introduction of English education, privatization of schools. So the answer is quality improvement in education. So when Hartog comes, you should consider that there is a quality education reformation in examination things. Then third one, which level of education did the Hartog Committee emphasize mostly? So higher education, adult education, primary education, and vocational education. So as per this explanation, as per the Hartog Committee focuses on mostly in primary education. So one major criticism of Hartog Committee was it promoted mass education, it restricted access to education, it introduced the Indian language, it favored the women's education. See, what is the major criticism? So it restricted access to education. This is the main restriction. So thank you for watching my lecture. So in coming days, you are going to learn each and every topic in perspectives in education. If you like my explanation and content, kindly do suggest through comments, and please do subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you. All the best for your coming examinations.